My name is Sorelle, and for the last 2.5 years I have been travelling Australia on and off in this beautiful troopy, and I thought it was time for me to add to the conversation whether or not it is worth travelling Australia. So I'm going to give you 10 reasons why I think it is great to do so. However, then we're going to talk about the downsides, because there definitely are downsides. It is not everybody's cup of tea, so we'll get into that. And also, if you decide in the end that you do want to pursue this dream, I'm going to provide some tips to make this adventure even more comfortable for you. So strap in and enjoy the ride. 10 reasons it's great. You finally understand how enormous Australia is. Flying from Sydney to Perth compresses an entire continent into 5 hours. Driving makes you experience the distances, climate changes, and emptiness. Slept here last night, camped up, woke up literally in the centre of Australia, in the geographical centre. Have a look on the map. This is where I am right now. Right now, in the very centre of this beautiful country that I get to just parade in my epic overlanding vehicle all day, every day, exploring red sand. Come on. Number 2. Some of Australia's best places are nowhere near airports. Gorges, swimming holes, tiny beaches, national parks, desert tracks, remote communities, and ridiculous campsites become accessible. Number 3. The landscapes change dramatically. We've got the tropical north, the red centre, the enormous cattle country, temperate forests, alpine areas, wild southern coastlines, turquoise WA beaches. It absolutely does feel like several countries stitched together. Number 4, it gives you genuine autonomy. You can wake up and decide, stay 3 more days, drive 500 kilometres, turn down a dirt road, head inland because it's raining on the coast. You're not constantly beholden to bookings. One of the best reasons. Number 5, you develop practical competence. Tyres, fuel calculations, water management, navigation, weather, basic vehicle maintenance, recovery, cooking, power systems. Remote travel forces you to become very capable, and in today's modern online society, those are some pretty sexy skills. Number 6, you develop a very different Australia from the Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane version.
I've got 25 years in this town, and I do love the town because it's an unusual town. You go around Earth and try to dig to find opal. You have to come here only. Everybody here, it's only for the opal. That's it. Opal, 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 opal.
Is that paradise you said?
It is a paradise. Yes, of course it is a paradise. If I die, I don't know where I'm gonna be, but I have passed from paradise. Take it this way. So that's the truth. No, I mean, maybe I laugh, but this is the truth. I mean, that's how I feel. Yeah, of course, yeah.
That was a really special moment. I just walked into the store and he was an absolute legend. One of the first things he said, I was like, why do you like it here? It's like, lawless, we do whatever we want. And he just gifted me this beautiful opal because I'm making him a video that he can send to his sister in Greece. So that was really special. Wow, this place is very, very unique. And I just got a taste of that.
Number 7, wildlife becomes part of everyday life. This one's a cute one. So kangaroos, wallabies, emus, goannas, cockatoos, whales, dolphins, and an astonishing amount of bird life depending on where you travel. Number 8, camping can put you in absurdly beautiful locations. Instead of visiting nature and then returning to a hotel, you're waking up inside of it. Number 9, it can make life incredibly simple. Drive, eat, swim, walk, find camp, make dinner, sleep, repeat. There's something psychologically satisfying about having very few decisions beyond basic human needs. Number 10, you get stories rather than just destinations. The gold chunks in your routine oil inspection that made you think that the trip was completely over, the tire that exploded, a bizarre roadhouse, unexpected swimming hole, 300-kilometer detour, strangers who helped you, terrible campsites and spectacular campsites tend to become the memories. Now, time to move on to the downsides. And these are some things that people should not romanticize. The distances are indeed very brutal. A place that looks nearby on an Australian map can be 8 hours away. Really. Fuel does add up fast, particularly in a heavy four-wheel drive like this one, and remote fuel can be significantly more expensive. You will spend a lot of time driving. A lap of Australia sounds like endless adventure until you're on hour 6 of a dead straight highway. Weather dictates the trip. Northern Australia can become extremely hot and humid. Wet season roads can close, southern Australia gets properly cold, and flooding can completely change routes. Things do break, very much so. Corrugations are relentless, bolts loosen, tyres puncture, drawers rattle apart, electrical systems misbehave, and dust finds openings you did not know existed. Remote Australia requires more responsibility. Losing reception is an acute digital detox when you're broken down 150 kilometres from somewhere. Animals and dusk driving are a very bad combination. Wildlife on the road becomes a serious issue, particularly around dusk and dawn. I really don't recommend driving during those periods, so try to get to your destination before or after this time. There can be stretches of monotony. Nope, not every kilometre of Australia is cinematic. Internet can be unreliable. So satellite internet has changed remote travel drastically, but you shouldn't assume you'll always have normal mobile coverage. I would definitely recommend getting a Starlink for your travels. Living in a vehicle magnifies tiny annoyances. Heat, dusk, mosquitoes, wet towels, nowhere to put something. Constantly packing and unpacking and being unable to stand upright can eventually drive you pretty insane. So here are some tips to make your travels more enjoyable. If you're doing a serious Australia lap, don't rush it. 3 months is pretty much impossible if you want to have a good time. 6 months is much nicer. 9 to 12 months allows you to follow seasons and actually stop living like you're competing an endurance event. I would also like to add that breaking up your travels over a few years is not so bad. A lot of my friends actually just station themselves somewhere for a few months, just have a break and make some more money, and then they continue on the road. And I do think this is a much funner way to do Australia, because in one stint, this would become pretty overwhelming. Plan around seasons rather than clockwise, anti-clockwise obsession. Generally, you want Northern Australia during the cooler, dry season and Southern Australia during the warmer months. Carry more water than you think you'll need. Know your realistic fuel range. Download offline maps. Have a proper first aid kit. Know how to change a tyre. Carry tyre repair inflation equipment. And have communication backup for genuinely remote travel. Definitely have insurance for your car, and wherever possible, roadside assistance insurance as well. Also, highly recommend do not overbuild your vehicle, especially when looking at this kind of car that I have. Don't go overboard. It's incredibly easy to spend years and a small fortune constructing the ultimate Australian touring machine instead of traveling. And if you go all the way out, you realize you actually don't need all those bells and whistles. There's shops all over Australia, so you can actually discover what you really need by starting to travel and then adding things as you discover you need them. And perhaps the biggest one of all is allow empty days. The whole advantage of driving Australia is being able to discover somewhere extraordinary and saying, fuck it, I'm staying here. For someone with a capable forward drive, the really interesting version isn't simply doing Highway 1 around Australia. Not that most people would do that anyway if you have a nice forward drive. It's definitely about using the lap as a backbone and repeatedly disappearing inland and off-road. So even though I haven't fully completed the lap just yet, I know I still have so much to go. Gulf country, I've done the Red Centre, I've done Cape York, loved it. Kimberleys are coming up, Pilbara, WA coast, the Nullarbor, and I've been lucky recently to see the most glorious Tasmania as well. There is so much to see, and cramming it in all at once is just going to do a massive disservice. You want to actually sit back, enjoy, and recount some of the memories that you've created instead of just adding new ones and new ones and new ones, because you might start to not be grateful for the experience yourself. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have anything else to add to this conversation, by all means, please put it in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you so much for watching, but now I really want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Squarespace is a magnificent tool for business owners and artists like myself to create a beautiful online presence that actually gets results. There is Design Intelligence. Introducing Design Intelligence from Squarespace, combining 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology to unlock your strongest creative potential. Design Intelligence empowers anyone to build a beautiful, more personalized website tailored to their unique needs and craft a bespoke digital identity to use across one's entire online presence. Squarespace Payments. Squarespace Payments is the easiest way to manage your payments in one place. With Squarespace, onboarding is fast and simple. Get started with just a few clicks and start receiving payments right away. Plus, give your customers more ways to pay with popular methods like these ones. There's a lot. Sell content. Squarespace makes it easier to sell access to content on your website, like online courses, blogs, videos, and memberships, and recurring revenue by gating your content behind a paywall. Simply set the price and choose whether to charge a one-time fee or a subscription for access. And these are just some of the amazing features of Squarespace. There's plenty more. If you'd like to find out more for yourself, go to squarespace.com, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Sorelle to get 10% off your first website or domain. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.